midway through game number 2 of the Rich Hill Mark Walton match. You're seeing Rich Hill right now down by a couple pins in the 5th frame.
That's what we were looking at in practice time after time after time again, but what are you going to do? Let's take a look at it here. Watch, center your screen. The head pin's going to go to the right, come off the wall, nudge the 5 out. That's the pin action you want to create with a good, powerful wrist at the bottom of the swing to lift up and through the ball, not twirl around it.
Rich Hill, 34-year-old salesman from Bethel, Ohio. The big left-hander cranks it up and leaves the 7-pin solid.
Tell you what, that was an interesting shot if we can still pick it up here. It was, we talk about deflection time after time again. That's the thing that's going to leave your corner pins. The ball after that shot, now watch it here, jump extremely to the left. You see it there? Now it's actually going to finish almost dead behind the 7-pin. The deflection is what causes the corner pin leaves 9 out of 10 times. And you can watch your ball roll through the pit, and that'll tell you if you threw a good shot or not.
Hill picks up the 7-pin. Now, to continue the Verado epic when he started to talk about this man, Mark Walton, taking 10 years off from 74 to 84. Dave Neurath getting back to it before we went to break. How much of an effect does it have on your continuing bowling career?
In fact, Tommy, it can be an improvement in some cases because everybody has little bad habits that they develop. And with enough time off, your body forgets the bad habits and will remember the things like, well, like riding a bicycle. I haven't ridden a bicycle in 10 years, but I got $1 says I can do it, right? But you forget a few of the bad points. As you look at the score there, Mark Walton's really putting it on Rich Hill with another strike here. Well, it'll put him about 18 pins up in the lead, somewhere around there, 18, 20. But no, it can actually help you. You'll come back and you'll do the things that your body knows that are right, and you'll forget the things that you were doing wrong. So it can be a help.
Well, it certainly has helped Mark Walton, at least today. Another strike. Make it 6 strikes in 7th frame.
He's sneaking back off the approach, and I tell you what, so would I. But for a critical shot, let's look at it here. Head pin straight back, 2-pin to the wall, wedges itself in between the 4 and the 7, gives it a little twist, and he's giving us a little twist coming back for a 3-bagger.
Boy, if he continues to roll like this, Robin Burris, the king, is going to have his hands full.
Ooh, okay, Rich.
Rich Hill, lucky break, but I tell you what, the way things are looking right now for Mark Walton, he is in the driver's seat. Rich Hill does break down the split, leaving the 4-7.
You know, Strikes and Spares recently rejoined the BPA, and they have the honor of holding a record from years ago. Now, this is not, I don't think it still stands, but back on March 17th of 1961, the Stevenson machine team rolled a 34-70 series, which was the record at that time. That included a 1,200 game. It's a 5-man team.
You bet that record doesn't hold up anymore. I was on 2 teams that knocked it off twice. Wow. The scores anymore in our record is history too. I mean, the young guys put together a team, and then there's 5 young dudes at the time as you look at the score there. Mark Walton has a potential 58 pin lead, and I tell you what, Rich Hill can throw those from now until the end of this game, and he's going to have a lot of help from this man. Mark Walton is just going to have to go right into the channel and throw a couple of bad shots.
In other words, something that he hasn't done at all today. Mark Walton, in his first appearance on Utapol's TV King of Bowling, just making it count. He keeps it on the lane the rest of the way. It looks like he will go on to meet Robin Burris in game number 2. Or the championship game.
Absolutely fantastic. A 4-bagger right there. Mark Walton in the driver's seat. 43-pin advantage with a double working. Let's add 10, 53 pins, and he's got 2 frames to go. Mathematically, history.